Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How is everyone doing today? I'm, mm, I would honestly say I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I woke up, I woke up today an anxious, a shitty boy. An anxious, shitty boy today. But besides that, I'm saying I'm doing rather good. Let's make sure y'all can hear some audio. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I don't think so. 100, we feeling 100 today, Striker? Let's turn that down. We will mess with this. I will mute that, because honestly, I don't care much about hearing the game today. We're just resetting. We're just resetting. But yeah, no, I'm back in Scotland now. I'm back in Scotland now. It's super nice. It's super nice to be back. I'm very, very glad to be back. You know, as we've talked about before. As we've talked about before, it's hard. It's hard, you know? Being away from the love of your life, my baby girl, and being away from my pets, all of it. All of it's just it's hard. It's a rough time, you know? And like before I'd come back, last week. I've been back since last Monday. I've been back for a little over a week now, which is kind of wild. It's kind of wild how like fast time flies when you don't like when you're not paying attention to it in the slightest, right? Because I haven't been really paying attention to the days much, and like there's nothing. You know, me and Ellie have gone out and done things. There's stuff we've been doing, but none of it's like extravagant. None of it's like big things, you know, big plans or anything. Yo, Jeff, it is great to see ya. I am back in Scotland. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to be back. Very happy for Scotland. But yeah, like nothing's been like big plans or anything, right? We went out I was gonna say last weekend, which I mean it was last weekend, right? We turn that on. It was last weekend, you know, just a couple of we went out. What day did we go out? Sunday. My memory is so bad. Did you know my memory is absolute shite? Because it is. But yeah, we went out Sunday for our anniversary, which is really, really nice. You know, I love getting to spend time with Ellie. Maybe that's the main reason why I moved to Scotland. I think you could probably take the maybe off of that and say that is the main reason I moved to Scotland. Because I want to spend time with Ellie all the time. And I can primarily do that right now. She's not here right now because she hates me. Nah, she's got her own stuff to work on. She's got her own stuff to work on. And I'm commandeering the room to do what I'm doing today. I think I remember, if I remember correctly, I will have seen at that point if ARCEUS is shiny or not. I think someone said as soon as it like cuts onto the screen is when I can see. Yeah, DoorDash does. Yeah, DoorDash does suck. DoorDash does suck. How'd they screw you over? How'd they screw you over? Um, Let me turn down. I want to turn my music down a little bit. Let's do something like that. Hopefully, it's still rather easily hearable for y'all. It looks like it is. All right, perfect. Pizza and money. But yeah, no, it's super nice to be back in Scotland. It's super nice to be back in Scotland. It's like I was saying, it's crazy how like quickly time flies by when you're not really even paying attention to it. Like I can't believe I have been back for over a week now. No, I don't want to move you. I want to move you. Yeah, I've been back for over a week now. Slightly, because I got back last Monday. And to be fair, like my traveling was super easy this time. My traveling was easily the easiest time I've ever had traveling. Look at my massive vocabulary. Easily the easiest. I got big words in this big brain of mine. I just wasn't paying attention this time. See, that's the best part. That's the best part, is when I'm just not paying attention, because it makes the resets go by quicker. But yeah, no, like, normally when I'm traveling to and from Scotland, it's like 24-30 hours of traveling for me. Because, like, typically the way it goes is from, like, in the States, I typically fly out of, like, around O'Hare. There's a smaller airport around O'Hare that I travel out of. And I'll go from that to, like, somewhere else in the U.S., normally Georgia. Which, Striker, I didn't see you. I didn't get my iron bundle. I didn't get my iron bundle from seeing you. I'm teasing you, but I didn't get my iron bundle. But yeah, typically it ends up being like 24-30 hours of traveling, going from like around O'Hare to like typically Georgia, then Georgia to somewhere in the UK, like Germany. I think I went to Sweden once, Germany, Sweden, and then from there going to my final destination in Edinburgh. But this time it was just Chicago to Georgia to Edinburgh, just 2 flights, and I had like 2 hours of layover in Georgia, which, like, to me, if I had to pick a perfect time, a perfect like amount to have a layover, I think 2 hours. 2 hours is a perfect layover to me. Especially like, yeah, no, 2 hours is just, to me, like, perfect layover. Perfect layover. Gives you enough time in case anything like is going on. You know, say your flight gets delayed for whatever reason by half an hour, you still got an hour and a half there. Your flight gets delayed by an hour, you got that buffer period. And because you got that buffer period, like, you know, everything was on time for me. I just got to vibe. I got to go get some food. I got some Panda Express. I was really depressed. That's an exaggeration. I was kind of sad because they had, what was it? I can't remember what it was I was gonna get at Panda Express. That's how you can tell I'm very upset about it. I was gonna get something at Panda Express and they didn't have that. And I'm like, well, I'm already in line now, and I don't have time to go stand in line somewhere else in the airport to get food somewhere else. And so I was like, oh, they got like honey walnut shrimp. That wouldn't be my first choice, but honey walnut shrimp, like, I'll take that. Like, that doesn't sound bad. That sounds rather good, honestly. They were out of that too. They had sweet and sour chicken sitting in the honey walnut shrimp part, the honey walnut shrimp section. And so they only ended up having sweet and sour chicken and orange chicken, which is what I got. Glad to hear the travel is easy. I've got my first flight ever coming up. Oh, yo, that's exciting. Where are you going? I think flying is like, it's not as bad as it seems. I really don't think flying's as bad as it seems, and especially if you're doing like a continental flight, like, it's easy. It's easy. I definitely understand like the anxiety about it though. I had done my first flight, I think when I was like 10 or so. I did my first flight when I was like 10 or so, and like as I got older and like started doing flights on my own, especially like my first time visiting Scotland was my first international flight, and I was my first time flying completely by myself. Very nervous, very anxious, but it ended up all being good. Lorcana tournament, yo, that sounds sick. Oh, I haven't talked to Baker in a long time. Or he doesn't go by Baker anymore. That's how long it's been since I've talked to him. I haven't talked to I can't remember his actual name, but Lorcana Villain now. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I still like keep up with him, like follow him on like Twitter and like YouTube, seeing what he does and all that. And I love for him so much with like his drastic shift to doing like strictly like Lorcana content, that he has been able to cast for Lorcana and like has been like a featured creator and stuff, and like given exclusive card reveals and everything. That is super sick. I haven't talked to him in, it's been a few years now, but like just seeing that for him, I'm like, yes, I love that. Yeah, he is the Lorcana villain. I don't know much about Lorcana, but the little bit I do know, I just see from like him posting on YouTube or like him posting on Twitter or something. I love the success that he has been getting with Lorcana. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. You would have been in classified streamed yesterday. We're gonna be streaming on Thursday this time for Mario Party Jamboree. So I'm really excited about that. I love Mario Party. If you're new around here, I love Mario Party. We'll be having a lot of Jamboree stuff going on, realistically, over the next couple of months. When he goes cast events for him. Yeah, dude, it's so sick. It's so sick. I love seeing people succeed. I really, really do love seeing people succeed. And I remember, like, when I saw, like, the first event he was casting for, like, he announced that he was casting or whatever it was, right? I was so happy. I was so happy. It's such a cool thing. It's such a cool thing. And I know he's been, like, really into it since, like, day one. I know you've been really into it, too. I haven't played Lorcana. I don't do much with TCGs anymore, to be honest. Because there was a point in time when I was like really into Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in like 2015, 2016. And like it eventually just became a thing for me where like I didn't have the time or money for it anymore. But like I love playing TCGs. I love playing TCGs. Anytime like I can play a TCG and not have to make my own decks for it. Though to be honest, if I was ever to get into a TCG now, it'd be One Piece. I actually do kind of really want to get into the One Piece TCG. And like there's a local place where we live in Scotland that's maybe like a 5-minute walk from our house that has like a big One Piece scene there. And I've talked to them before when I've visited before. And they say like they have a really active community who's like always wanting to teach new players, and like, you know, I could message their Discord at like pretty much any time the shop is open and there'd be someone willing to like come down and play with me, which I think is sick. Yeah, I honestly don't really know anything about how the TCG is played at all for One Piece. I love One Piece. Like I'm the One Piece obsessor. One Piece is like my favorite thing. That's why we are the Duck Duck Pirates here. Speaking about One Piece, this is like the best time ever to be a One Piece fan right now. The manga is, the manga's still great right now, but we're in the beginning of a new arc right now with the manga. So typically the beginning of new arcs are slower, simply because they have to introduce like the whole new island, in this case Elbath. They have to introduce the new characters, new this, new that. So the new arcs typically end up starting off slower when you get on a new island as they introduce everything. But it's still really, really cool seeing like all the new culture, all the new this, all the new that, and everything forever they visit. But Egghead was phenomenal. Egghead is arguably the best arc in One Piece. I'm letting it sit and I'm letting it simmer with me for a while longer personally, simply because Water 7 Enies Lobby has been my favorite like since I read One Piece for the first time, and I think it's phenomenal. I think it's just one of the best stories ever. It's an insanely good arc. It's such an insanely good arc. And like now that we're getting the remake for the anime, I'm so excited for the One Piece remake, as well as like the anime itself in Egghead also is peak right now. It's insanely good, best quality. It's been an insanely long time. They announced yesterday they're working on remastering the original anime for One Piece, starting with Fishman Island. They're cutting it down from I think 58 episodes to 21, as well as like updating the animation, recording new voice lines, updating the sound effects and everything. And it's just, the live action is working on season 2 right now. Hey, Snam, welcome on in. Hello. Yeah, that's the thing. Like TCGs for me are always so tempting because I love buying cards. I love opening packs. But I'm super tight on money right now. The other day for me and Ellie's anniversary, when we were out, we had gone and got like a nice meal, some drinks and that. And like the other thing, we were like, we're getting some Pokemon cards. And so we got a pack apiece. I pulled a full art Torterra from, what's the newest set for Pokemon right now? I can't remember. What is the newest set for Pokemon right now? I really have no idea. I really have no idea. I just opened it 2 days ago. I have no idea what the newest set for Pokemon. Oh my god, this is driving me crazy. Stellar Crown. Thank you. Thank you. I've also been I've been meaning to learn the Digimon TCG for a while. And I find like TCGs really, really tempting. Like, not for like buying cards to play it physically, but like the longer time goes on, the more like TCG clients there are online. Like I know me and Kevin were talking a couple of months ago about how like because they play Digimon online and there's like a really good client for the Digimon TCG. I've seen people like post playing the One Piece TCG online. Like I don't know how good the client is for that, but I've seen people like playing that online. I don't know if there's one for Lorcana. I'm assuming there's one for Lorcana. It's also wild to me that Lorcana's only been out for like a year or so. I thought it'd been like longer than that. But we are very much kind of in a renaissance for TCGs right now. Also, there's Illustrals, which I would love to buy. There's no online client for Lorcana. Unfortunate. I bought a couple of packs of Lorcana. I don't know a ton about Lorcana. I've heard it's really fun to play. I have heard like Lorcana is really fun to play. Are there like, this is probably a really stupid question, but I haven't seen any like full arts for Lorcana cards. Are there full arts for Lorcana cards? Because for me, like any TCG I play, or I don't play any TCGs, but any like TCG I buy cards for, like going for those full arts is just the most fun. I love having the art be on the full card and like the text and everything on it, which is kind of why like despite how much I love Yu-Gi-Oh, like I will always love Yu-Gi-Oh in my heart of hearts. I will always love Yu-Gi-Oh in my heart of hearts. It was my TCG growing up as a kid. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. I've had so much fun playing Legacy of the Duelist. But there's no full art. Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have full art cards, which makes sense with how like you know how much like text there is on them sometimes, especially with like the newer cards. But it's like I don't, as a collector, as just like someone who enjoys the art, I don't have much desire to buy packs when it's just most of it's just text. I buy packs for the art, looking at the cool art, and like having the excitement. I buy packs to gamble. All right, that's what I do. I buy TCG packs to be able to gamble. The only alternate rare cards we have are Enchanteds, which have full alternate art. Okay. So like, probably a stupid question. I'm probably asking a lot of stupid questions about Lorcana right now, but like, so you can pull those alternate. You say it's for Enchanteds. You can get Enchanteds in like regular packs, right? That's not like a special kind of Lorcana pack you have to buy. Endymion, the Mighty Magister of Magic. I need to look at this now. I need to see. Endymion, the Minister of Magic. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Chance they're just in normal packs. Okay. Because I haven't bought Lorcana packs in a long time, simply because they're so expensive. They're really expensive, and for something where I'm just like, oh, I have a passing interest in Lorcana, like I'll still buy a pack here or there every so often. But like, you know, when I can spend either $7 for a One Piece pack, which One Piece is my favorite thing ever, or I can spend $7 on a Lorcana pack, typically how it ends up for me. I think if I was like in a situation where like I think part of the reason I got so into Yu-Gi-Oh in 2015, 2016 is because like I had a group of friends at that time where like we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh like 2 or 3 times a week. That's a lie. We were playing Yu-Gi-Oh a couple of times a week, and it was really fun. It was really, really fun. Because, like, the older I get, personally, the less desire I have to be, like, really good at stuff. You know, I don't have, like, much desire to dedicate a ton of my time to becoming the best, like no one ever was, and, like, performing at, like, an ultra competitive level. Because, like, there's been times in the past, like, stuff like Smash is the one I think of the most, where like I'd get really, really competitive with it, where I wanted to be like I wanted to win. Winning was what I wanted to do, and it's like my main thing now is I just want to have fun doing stuff, right? You know, as long as I can like have a really solid, really fun match of anything, I'm perfectly cool losing. Like I really don't mind losing. Oh, we're getting a new Blue Eye structure deck. Nice. One of my favorite decks to run when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I had a Blue Eyes deck, and I... It was like very jank deck, right? Because I just played with friends and like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Um, the Maiden of Blue Eyes was really fun to run in that. My favorite is I had an insect deck that was nasty. It was nasty. Everyone hated it. They're always like, no, no, I don't want to face Derek's insects. I don't want to face his insects. Yeah, I think the thing for me with Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I just kind of really lost interest was Links. Link summoning. Which I think is that thing with a lot of people. With what I've heard with Yu-Gi-Oh! It became really, really convoluted. And I wasn't like personally interested in just how convoluted it was and complex and everything. And like I've been seeing a lot lately about how like Yu-Gi-Oh is losing a lot of interest for a lot of people. They just their power creep got so steep. Came uninteresting. When your Blue Eyes won Worlds, cause hey, it's Blue Eyes. It's Blue Eyes. Konami's gotta show their favoritism. Since we're speaking on Yu-Gi-Oh right now, I got not too long ago. Ah. I say not too long ago. Oh, it was probably nearly a year ago at this point. I got the Dark Magician Girl. Oh, let me turn. Boop. The Dark Magician. Oh my god, there's such a glare on that. I'll take her out. I'll take her out. I got the Dark Magician Girl U2s. And she looks sick. Like classic. Okay, no. I say classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Whenever I say classic Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean like up to GX, which is Generation 3, I believe, for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. GX is my heart. GX is my heart right here. GX is my heart right here. Yeah. Okay. GX is considered Gen 2? Okay. I wasn't sure if Battle City was considered Gen 2 or not. Oh, I also have another really cool Yu-Gi-Oh thing that I've gotten recently. I'm more into just like collecting classic Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I like occasionally now. And I do want more figures of the classic stuff. It really upsets me that like they have pops coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh now, which is super sick. I love that. I mean, they've had them for a couple of years now, but none of them are all that great. I have the Karibo pop over on the shelf that broke during transport. Luckily, it was just like the clear plastic like stand that it stands on that was broke, so a couple of dots of super glue and it'll be all good. It was nothing of the actual figure. But like so many of the Yu-Gi-Oh! U2s, especially like the larger ones, look like absolute shit. They look like absolute shit, let me tell you. And that's just a thing with Pops in general. But yeah, I love her. It's such a good figure. It is such a good figure. She looks so cute. I love Dark Magician Girl. I had a massive crush on her when I was younger because of course I did. And yeah, she's super cute. I love her. She looks great. I'm not gonna get my Karibo off the shelf because like I said, it is broken. And right now it is balanced in such a way, since we haven't had the chance to get it fixed with super glue, but it's balanced in such a way that it's sitting up, so I don't want to fuss with that. But I do have like my new Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no. I'm kind of split. No, I think it is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Prized possession I got up on the shelf. So I'll get that here in a moment. Because I can't believe that I have it. And I got it for so cheap. And I'm very happy that I have it. I'm also very happy that I have this. 5D is considered Generation 3. I love GX. GX is what was airing and modern when I was a kid into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think all the sets? Is that the right word? All the I can't think of what the actual the elemental heroes, the destiny heroes, the roids. What are those? What do they call those sets? Anyways, the cyber end or not cyber end dragons, just the cyber dragons in general were super cool. And all the Neospatians, the crystal beasts. I'm digging. Can never forget the Ojamas. The Ojamas, I fuck with the Ojamas until the day I die. I swear. They only have Ojama Yellow in Pops right now. But I'm getting all the Ojamas in Pops. I'm getting all the Ojamas in Pops eventually. So I should see you there if you are shiny. And the Egyptian gods especially are sick, though obviously they were in Battle City. But the other day, I say the other day, this was 2 months ago. 2 months ago when I was out in the city with my good buddy, my good friend Garrett, we went to a card shop, and I've always wanted to get the Egyptian gods. I've always wanted to get the Egyptian gods ever since I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't just buy the cards. I couldn't just get them. I was a kid. I didn't have money. And eBay was much less of a thing then, and you tell your parents, I wanna get these cards. I remember my older brother had Ra, the Winged Dragon of Ra, and there was a point when, so our parents are split. Me and my older brother were staying at my mom's house and playing Yu-Gi-Oh, doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, whatever. And I so sneakily and coyly and coolly stole his Winged Dragon of Ra card. And I thought I'd get away with it because me and my dad were driving away. But we weren't too far away before my mom called and was like, hey, does Derek have this? We think Derek took it. And I did. I stole the Winged Dragon of Ra. But me and my buddy Garrett were in the city a couple of months ago and went to a card shop, and they had all the Egyptian gods. They had Ra, they had Obelisk, they had Slifer, and they were $4 or $5 a piece. And I was debating it. I was going back and forth. Eventually I was just like, yeah, no, fuck it. I'm gonna buy them because they're all in really good condition, and it was super cheap for what it was, right? Yeah. And so I bought all of them, and I was really happy with it. I'm like, yes, I got all 3 of them. I'm going to get them in nice cases so I can display them. Super happy to have all the Egyptian gods, paid a good price, got them physical, get to see it. Great. And I was so happy. And a couple of days later, I was back in town, and I just wanted something to do, and I walked to a local card shop, and I found there my favorite Slifer. I'm a Slifer boy through and through, and I found there that they had a grade 10. Oh, there's so much glare you can't see it. But they had a grade 10 BCCG Slifer. It's not the original, it's a 2010 reprint, but I don't really care all that much. It's still the Slifer card. But they had this grade 10 Slifer for 20 bucks. And I was debating, I want to not be glared there. Yeah, I was debating it, and I was debating it, and I was debating it, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, Slifer is my favorite. I love him so much. He's my dude. This is not a PSA, but I don't really care, I was like, it's not a PSA, but it's still a grade 10 perfect Slifer for 20 bucks. I was like, I wanted the card, and now I got a grade 10 Slifer. And I love it. I love it. Obviously not the rarest thing in the world or anything, right? It's not the original, it's not PSA 10, it's not PSA, it's BCG. That's Beckett, I believe. But again, it's for me. It's for me. And for me, this is perfect. This is perfect. I love it so much. I couldn't be happier. And now I've decided that I want to get Obelisk and Ra as graded cards as well. I'm not in any sort of rush. I'm really not in any sort of rush, like, at all. But if I'm somewhere and I see, like, a grade 10 Obelisk for, like, £20, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. And this is also actually my first graded card that I've ever had. I've never had a graded card before this. So, as my very first graded card, having my dude, my guy, the GOAT Slifer at a 10, so happy. So happy. Should I work at? Oh, dude, you work at a hobby shop. I love that for you. That must be a blast. I would love to work at a hobby shop. Come with the PSA 10. How much did the Moon Brion, how much did y'all give him for it? Or if you can't say, that's fine. I'm assuming you can say. But if you can't, that's fine. But, whew, that is the chase. That is one of the chases of all chases. All of the full arts from Evolving Sky are insane. Ooh, 1,400. That's wild. That's wild. But to be fair, I mean, that's one of the big ones. That's one of the big ones. I remember because Evolving Skies came out when I visited Ellie for the first time, and yeah, Evolving Skies had come out when I visited Ellie for the first time, and I had ordered a booster box of Evolving Skies to, like, so we could open it together, and we were first date, not first date, we made together for a year, but it was really fun. I think we got, from what I remember, we got a full art Glaceon, we got the full art Glaceon, and we got the full art Leafeon, and I ended up selling both of them. Ungraded selling for 800. Yeah, so PSA 10, I mean, that's not a terrible price, but obviously it's still, ooh, such a steep one. And like when you're getting into prices like that, it's so much harder to sell. So much harder to sell. Yeah, I'm really excited for the TCG Pocket. I've been kind of debating about getting TCG Pocket, like through a VPN, but I'm also just can't be bothered all that much, to be honest. I just can't be bothered all that much. Though if it ends up being too much longer, before TCG Pocket is international, I might be bothered that much. I might be bothered enough to be like, yeah, I gotta do this. Yeah, I gotta do this. Speaking about things you gotta do, if you haven't hit that like button yet, you gotta do that, because I'd appreciate it so much. I'd appreciate it so much. And you know, you want my appreciation. My appreciation is a great thing. I've heard the more likes there is on the stream, the more likely it is for Arceus to shine. But like, real talk, I am generally expecting to have to do over like 10,000 encounters for Arceus. So like, I've mentioned this before, this isn't going to be our only hunt. Typically when like I stick to one hunt and go until I finish that one, we're not doing that with Arceus. We're not doing that with Arceus. Could be breaking up Arceus. When I feel like stopping for a little bit, we're gonna stop for a little bit, you know? It will be like the hunt for the entire stream, but like, next time we hunt might not be Arceus, but maybe it will be. I think Arceus will be nice to do for like a hunt when I'm just kind of like, I feel like streaming right now. Unplanned, let's do Arceus resets for an hour. But yeah, I think if I had like group, like if my friends like locally were really into like doing TCG for like pretty much anything, I probably would be, except for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm really Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, I'm not super interested in like buying packs and making decks. Yeah, I think that's just the thing. It's like not even necessarily the money, though I don't really have a ton of money to like waste right now to spend on it. But I just, you know, I end up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Where there'd just be days where I'd be like the entire day, I'd be going through my cards to like make decks and sort them to find this there, to find that there and everything. And it became so tiring. It became so tiring. Like my favorite part of TCGs is one, opening the packs and seeing the cards now, and like just playing the game itself. So like one thing I've been meaning to do with like Digimon specifically is playing with Kevin, because I don't know how to play Digimon, but he said he'd be more than happy to teach me. Play with like Kevin and Cursed, and just like get deck lists online, you know? That way I don't have to like spend the time or money, like mostly the time at that point. I don't have to spend the time making the decks. Yeah, I do know how to play Magic, and like it was really fun for a while. I had an old roommate of mine was really into Magic, and like we had a bunch of friends who were really into Magic. And I always told him like, I am always more than happy to play Magic with you guys, as long as someone gives me a deck to play with. You know, obviously I'll give it back. You know, I'm not going to keep the deck. But like, as long as there's a deck to play with for me, more than happy to play Magic whenever. And I think that's the thing for me just in general with TCGs. As long as I know how to play the TCG, if someone wants to play with me, as long as I have they have a deck for me to be able to play with, dog, I'm down. I'm down. For a while, me and some friends were playing Pokemon, but we were playing Pokemon by just buying the pre-made decks. And so like we had all the pre-made decks at my house, and whenever we play, we'd just be like, okay, I'm going to use the Metagross deck and I'm going to use the Goodra deck, you know, and we just play the pre-mades against each other. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it, because I think Pokemon is super fun to play. I think Pokemon is really fun to play. You like the Bloomburrow stuff? Ooh. Yeah, something that I think is really cool with Magic too, like recently, that they've been doing like all the sets of, like, you know, like the Dungeons and Dragons sets. I believe they did a Hatsune Miku set. They did a Fallout set. They did a Lord of the Rings set. And like, oh, they did an Assassin's Creed set too. Oh, excuse me. I've been waiting for Magic to do a set of something I'm really into, because I do think once they do a set of something I'm really into, I'd absolutely buy some. Like, I'd absolutely buy some just to see what I get. But honestly, at this point, the newest set is all like original horror stuff, or like are they like horror franchises, like pre-existing? You know, are they doing like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and, you know, this and that? Either way, it's super cool. I fucking love horror. I fucking love horror. If you did not know, horror is like my favorite genre of anything. Me and Ellie have started playing through the Silent Hill 2 remake. No, horror themed. I mean, yo, that's still sick as hell. Still sick as hell. Me and Ellie have started playing through the Silent Hill 2 remake, and well, we might continue it tonight. We'll probably continue it tonight, depending on how we're feeling, because she's working on stuff. I'm streaming right now. I was recording some shorts before this. So we'll see. We'll see how, like, I don't know if adventurous is the right word. If we're more just kind of want to like just put something on and vibe, or if we're wanting to like, because Silent Hill 2, it's great. It's great. If you're on the fence about it, because I was honestly on the fence about it, mostly because, like, you know, I just came back to Scotland recently, and like when I'm in Scotland, I'm not able to work currently, since my immigration isn't finalized or even started realistically, since I'm still on visitor visas. I'm not legally allowed to work in Scotland, so I'm a lot more selective with my money here. And so that's part of the reason I was really skeptical on Silent Hill 2, but like stuff was coming out and it was all phenomenal. All phenomenal. And you know what? It deserves it. The Silent Hill 2 remake is phenomenal. It is so good. Bloober team, Bloober? I can't remember if it's Bloober, B-L-O-O-B-E-R or B-L-O-O-P-E-R. Either way, they did a great job. They really did do a great job. I'm so excited to play more of it. See, oh, you know what would be sick? You know what would be sick? If they did a Resident Evil set for Magic, I'd have to get some of that. I'd have to get some of that if they did. I am an absolute slut for crossovers with stuff that I care about. Because, like, I'm not a big Fortnite person. I got nothing against Fortnite. I think Fortnite's cool. I'm really happy for the people that are into Fortnite. I think it's great. It's just not super for me. But I am so excited for, like, people who like Fortnite, whenever there's, like, new stuff coming out for Fortnite, for something they like. And, like, whenever they do end up releasing, like, One Piece stuff into Fortnite, dog, I'm there. I'm right there. I'm right there. I've told Ellie for years, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but just so you know, once they, like, put One Piece stuff in Fortnite, I'm getting it, and I'm playing it. I am playing it, like, non-stop. You know, I think if they put One Piece into Fortnite, because the thing is, they always do, like, a couple of characters. Obviously, they do Luffy. I think they do, like, Luffy, Zoro, Nami. If they did 3 characters, I think it'd be Luffy, Zoro, Nami, would be my guess. Or maybe Luffy, Ace, Nami? I think it'd be Luffy, Zoro, Nami. It'd be Luffy, Zoro, Nami, because they could use Zoro's swords as, like, items. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I don't understand how they haven't done One Piece in Fortnite yet. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the moment I can be excited and be happy. So, you know, I'm never happy until they do that. But just like if they did Resident Evil stuff for Magic, which I think would be a pretty solid crossover, honestly, I'd be right there. Like I said, I'd absolutely have to get some Magic packs to see what I could get out of Resident Evil. Or if they ever did any, like, horror-specific third-party stuff, like, I became an absolute slut for Friday the 13th this year. I watched through all 12 of them in, like, a month and a half, and I love them. I love them. Scream is still my favorite horror franchise. Every time I look up, I see my made by robots, like, little fake knit ghost face on the shelf right in front of me. We are getting a new Scream. I'm super excited about it. I am not planning on seeing it in theaters simply because I am someone who votes with my wallet, and I'm really not happy with You know, the whole treatment, I believe it was Melissa Herrera, the main actress for Scream 5 and 6, them firing her after she spoke out, being like pro-Palestinian, which I'm very pro-Palestine. And like firing her and like Jenna Ortega walking out really just leaves a super sour taste in my mouth, especially after Scream 5 and Scream 6 were so big on setting up like the two of them, especially for like the new main leads of Scream, and now it's suddenly going back to Sidney Prescott in 7. I'm absolutely gonna watch it like once it comes to like video on demand, especially honestly legally. Oops. But yeah, I'm really not happy with that, so I don't plan on going into theaters to see it, which makes me kind of sad, because I saw 5 in theaters, and I was really excited to see 7 in theaters. But I just, me personally, don't want to. You know, I'm not the kind of person to demonize anyone who's like, I'm still gonna go see it in theaters. You know, if you're like, I'm still gonna go watch Scream 7 in theaters, but okay, awesome. You know, that's cool. Just me personally, nah, I'll wait. But yeah, no, I'm super excited for Scream 7. Apparently we haven't gotten like any news on it in like a long time, but the next Friday the 13th is meant to be coming out next year, which I am insanely excited about because it messes with me so much that for Friday the 13th, that there's 12. There has been 12 Friday the 13th movies for like 14 years now. And it's like, how do you stop on the 12th one in the series that has 13 in its title? How? How do you stop on the 12th one? Like, if they stopped on the 10th one, I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, you know, no worries, whatever. Jason X, phenomenal. Jason X, phenomenal. I will take no flack about it. Jason X, one of the best Friday the 13th movies. Yeah, greed and lawsuits. But yeah, it bugs me. It bugs me so much that they stopped at the 12th one in the series that has 13 in the title. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new Friday the 13th. Apparently we're getting a new Final Destination next year too, which I'm super excited about. Final Destination to me is one of those series where it feels like they could like have a new one every other year. Like Final Destination feels like one of those series that's just like endless possibilities. You know, because it is just cool like environmental kills, and there's like a near endless amount of like cool environmental kills you can do. And there's no like, since there's no like main killer, no character to keep on bringing back in Final Destination, like you don't have to come with an excuse. You don't have to have a reason why it's still going on. It just does. People die. Yeah, Jason X is phenomenal. Jason X is phenomenal. I love it so much. I think, yeah. What are my thoughts on Jason X? Is like, to me, excuse me, my favorite Friday the 13th is between Jason X and Friday the 13th 4. And like, I have very much settled on that if someone like wants to get into Friday the 13th but they don't want to watch all 12 of them, I think if you can only watch 3 Friday the 13th movies, you go 1, 4, 10. Because that gives you like the entire like spread, the entire like, trying to think of the right way. Like it condenses the entirety of like what the Friday the 13th series is into like 3 movies. You get the super like campy goofiness in 10, which I think is great. I think 10 has some good scares in it too. But I don't necessarily think any of the Friday the 13th are all that scary. I think the remake is the closest thing to being scary out of the Friday the 13th series, and even that's not so much so. But it's just a fun series. It's such a fun series. Part two is good. Part 2 is good. I put out my ranking on the Friday the 13th movies on Twitter a few months ago, and I think I had Friday the 13th 2 rather high up there. But I think one of the funniest things in like any movie ever is in Jason X, when they like do the thing to put Jason in his happy place to like distract him in the like VR realm or whatever it is, and they run the simulation how he's just back on Crystal Lake, and they there's the two girls who like whip up their tops and they're like, we love smoking weed and premarital sex, and then climb in their sleeping bags, and it just cuts to Jason beating one with the other. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yes, it's so funny. Oh my god, what was I just on? Wait, no, please. 118. Okay. Yeah, no, it's so funny. And like, I think the one was it Jason Goes to Manhattan. Jason Goes to Manhattan is not great, but the scene of the one guy on the roof with Jason just fucking boxing him, like trying to beat the shit out of him, and then just like exhausting himself while Jason just stands there and he's just like it's so funny. Yeah, I like fun horror movies. I like fun horror movies. I like scary. Like I like my horror movies to be scary too. But like, the Friday the 13th series to me is very like much dark comedy. Yeah, Jason rides a boat. I agree. I agree. I didn't hate it, but it was definitely one of like the bottom half of the Friday the 13th movies to me. Like easily one of the bottom halves. The one I hated, I think it was 6? The one with the girl have no wait, no. What was it? I think it was Scream, not Scream. I think it was Friday the 13th 5, where it wasn't actually Jason. It was like the janitor at the hospital or whatever, whose son was the kid who got killed at the beginning, and he ended up going on a killing spree because he loved his son so much. Yeah, fake Jason. I hated that one. And I think it was I'm trying to think. I think it was Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Goes to Hell, number 9. Jason Goes to Hell is awful. Jason is actually just like this demonic worm thing. Fucking what? You know, this guy gets beat over like his spine gets beat over a metal bar of like a jungle gym, and he's perfectly fine. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell, I think, was probably my least favorite. Either Jason 5 or Friday the 13th 5. I think I'd say probably the 5th one was my least favorite, followed by the 10th one. Not 10th one, 9th one. Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah. And like Freddy versus Jason was unexpectedly phenomenal. Genuinely one like the best crossovers of just anything I've ever seen. You know, as someone who hasn't seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies yet. As someone who hasn't seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies yet, Freddy vs. Jason was phenomenal. Oh my god, I can't, like, I don't, it was such a good movie. Like, you know, in this moment, I can't think of any complaints with Freddy vs. Jason, like, at all. I know, like, after I watched it, I definitely had some complaints, but, like, this moment, I can't think of any. They did such a good job. Oh, the one main complaint I had was, like, apparently Jason's terrified of water. Jason has this, like, massive fear of water that had never been a thing in the series before. Like, the idea of him being afraid of water makes sense since he had drowned and died as a child in water. But, like, you know, you have this crossover between these two horror icons, and the only way, like, Freddy's able to, like, fight back against Jason or control Jason is through his fear of water. That just didn't exist in the series. Wasn't big on that. Wasn't big on that. But besides that, it was really, really good. I love how Jason, like, became the protagonist, and, like, the whole thing of the movie was, like, the kids trying to, like, be, alright, Jason, you got this. Like, back it up, Jason. Like, the one girl giving him mouth-to-mouth to, like, try and bring him back. And, like, go, Jason, go. Beat Freddy. I love that. Thought that was so much fun. Hi.
Hi.
We're talking about Friday the 13th.
I figured.
Not that I would ever...
What other Jason you would be talking about? Go on, give me some Jasons.
Online friend Jason, who I haven't talked to in a long time.
Online friend Jason.
Yeah, like friends with Emmy and Kirst.
Oh.
I think it was Alpha Turtle Jason.
Vaguely remember.
And like, my brother Jason.
Brother Jason.
Yeah, I haven't told you about him.
Secret brother called Jason.
Yeah, I have a lot of secret brothers.
You've got a lot of secret brothers?
Yeah, you know how I told you I have like 7 brothers?
Yeah, you know how like you already have a lot of siblings and tell me there's more?
Yeah, there's my secret siblings. You don't need to know about them. They're secret for a reason. That's why you haven't been told about them. But now you've caught me talking about my secret brother Jason.
I got bored downstairs and I can think.
How could you?
Also, my neck is so sore. I'm sitting on the kitchen chair and looking down at my laptop while typing.
That's very fair.
Turns out, not good for you.
No, your spine doesn't... Your neck doesn't like that.
My neck was my friend.
They like the same thing.
They sure are.
Like, mostly.
I'm guessing you got no God yet.
I don't have God yet.
Well, you should have let Jesus into your life.
I'm allergic to Jesus.
Well, still let you.
He gives me breakouts. I get a rash. Like, I'm starting to feel the rash coming on. I've said his name too many times. It's like Beetlejuice.
You need a hypoallergenic Jesus.
Get one that doesn't shed as much.
Yeah. Tell him to cut his hair.
We need to work on that. Seal up his holes. Like the hand holes.
Oh, from being pinned to the cross.
Yeah, and I think he has feet holes too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he needs to work on that.
It's not his fault. It's a condition.
Well, yeah, it's not his fault it happened, but like he needs to take the steps to better himself. You know, I can't use trauma.
To recover from his
Trauma.
yeah, from his physical and mental trauma. So.
Yeah, see, like, I can't be a dick to people because of my trauma. That's not right. He can't have his holes because it's traumatic to me. It's spreading the trauma.
Imagine, like, going up to someone with, like, facial scars from an attack and being like, you can't show me your scars. It makes me sad.
It's triggering me.
Yeah.
It's triggering.
I'm sad thinking about you getting attacked. You see someone with like burns and you're like, no, you need to put them away.
You know, we're joking about that, but it is like very much like something people have done. Be like, oh
Yeah.
no, oh,
There's a thing on the BBC.
Oh yeah. I remember you telling me about that. There was the
woman with one arm.
Yes, and there was so many parents that were getting really upset because their parents were like, or not the parents, the kids were like, why does she only have one arm?
And instead of explaining it to them, they complained to the BBC and said it was inappropriate for her to be on a kids show. It's like, wow, well done for telling a disabled person they're scaring children.
Yeah, well done for continuing bigotry.
Yeah.
For introducing your children to bigotry.
Turns out if you explain it to kids, they'll go, oh, okay, like even if they're scared when they first see it, they'll understand it, and then they'll go, okay, and move on with their life.
Like they're at that point of learning and like in taking information, and like, you know, new information can be scary until you realize, oh, that's okay.
Yeah. And for once the BBC did a decent thing and went,
no.
We're not firing her because you don't want to explain to your kids that people look different sometimes.
To be fair, if the BBC had done anything, they would have had an insane lawsuit on their hands.
Yeah, but also they should have an insane lawsuit for everything. So.
Well, yeah. Isn't that right, Moxie?
Dad, what'd you do with my phone?
He ate it.
There it is. Find it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm here to harass you.
That's okay. Sometimes I gotta get harassed. Yeah, you're right. I think we are everyone, we are over 0.1% of the way to where I'm expecting us to get ARCEUS. So that's big. That's big. I'm expecting like 10,000 encounters.
Yeah, no, I was thinking.
You were thinking?
I was thinking about numbers.
That's a big number.
It's a big number, it's kind of gross.
It is really gross, because you have to consider, like, I think today we'll end off over 150. We had to think that's like 2 streams. Like, even if you put at like 100 a stream, that's like so many streams. That's like so many streams. Maybe I should just stream until I get it.
No.
Just like
no.
Impromptu.
Moxie said no.
Impromptu.
See?
More. Here's the thing. I haven't said this yet. But the thing with our ARCEUS streams is whenever we get a member, we get a new member during an ARCEUS stream, I will be adding on an extra 5 encounters to when I would normally end. I'm just saying, which our streams typically end up being 2 hours. I kind of want to start like stretching them out. I kind of want to start working on getting them a bit longer. My goal is to kind of get to 3-hour streams. Just working our way there, getting there slowly. But yeah, if we're coming to near the end of ARCEUS and you're like, I want to do more, member up. Which, if you haven't become a member, now is actually a really good time to become a member, because we probably have the most member benefits. We haven't really had member benefits outside of emotes for a while now, but now with us having new videos coming out, which our new video should be set to come out on Saturday, as long as everything is continuing as planned. As long as everything is as planned, we should be having our next video come out on Saturday. I'm really excited about that. I am still absolutely floored at how well the last video did, and it makes me super happy to see. If you haven't checked it out yet, we had a video release about 3 weeks ago on Super Smash Bros. Battle Royale. Super cool, super happy with how it turned out. Highly recommend it. You know, I may be a bit biased. I may be a little biased, I know. But I'm really happy with how that video turned out. Definitely recommend it. Let's see if I get linked here quickly. Try to get past 90 minutes. I feel that. 2 hours has been like the comfortable spot for me for a long time. But like with me being back in Scotland, I'm really trying to focus, and I've said this so many times before, I'm really trying to focus on like content right now, right? I'm not working again, so like I don't necessarily want to approach making content as a job fully yet, but I think with me not having a job right now, that is the best time to put in more effort into everything I'm doing, which is why having videos coming out consistently is really, I say consistently, we've had one come out, but the other one's in works right now. It's in production. It's really good. Before stream today, I recorded 3 shorts that I don't know if I'll edit them tonight. Probably won't edit them tonight, to be honest. I'll probably edit them tomorrow, because I'll have much going on tomorrow. Start having shorts come out regularly, which I'm super excited about. And then streams, you know. We're going to have 3 streams a week, either 2 to 3 hours. Like I said, working our way to that 3-hour mark. Yeah, just keep on pushing it. It's my goal right now. So this week, I need to put out our schedule. I haven't done the schedule yet for this week. I need to find, I don't know if I still have it, actually, my stream schedule sheet. My stream schedule cheat sheet. But we're doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week. I'm not 100% certain what we're going to be doing on Saturday yet. We're either going to be doing TCG Simulator with the Pokemon mod, or starting Sonic Adventure 1.
Ooh, you can go so long on Saturday 'cause I don't care.
I know.
I'll be gone all day.
I'm going to be so sad. Yeah.
But you get to come with me on Sunday.
I do come with you on Sunday. But yeah, I'm excited to be doing stuff. I'm really excited to be doing stuff consistently. Consistently. That's the key word here. That's the key goal. Is that consistency, baby. But yeah, just pushing stuff, putting out stuff. I love doing content, and like I've had such a hard time. It's always been my big thing. It's just consistency. When I was like back in my apartment in Iowa before like everything with immigration, I think it's definitely the easiest time I've had with consistency. Because for me, like I'm the type of person, once that like starting is always the hardest thing. Getting that ball rolling again is always the hardest thing. But like getting into like a schedule and a routine and going and going and going, like it's a lot easier to keep up with then. And it makes me sad because like I've been really struggling with that over the past couple of years. And when I was in America, like this last time, I was starting to get better. I wasn't fully getting better, but I was starting to get better again. And then I started my new job there where I was working 60-hour weeks, and I was so fucking tired. I was so fucking tired. I was so exhausted. It wasn't happening. Wasn't happening. But the cool thing is, I don't have that job anymore. It sucked. A lot. I hated it. So much. So much. But yeah, I've definitely, like, getting past that 2-hour mark is typically, like, a hard kind of thing for me. You know, once I start getting, like, closer to that mark is when I really start to, like, feel it, right? And I think if I can make it so I don't see the clock, it's a lot easier for me. But it's kind of hard to not see a clock when you're looking at chat and looking at stuff. My Switch is in the wrong time zone. But like my chat on my phone, anytime I look at chat, I see the time. Ooh, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. I said, ooh, hot damn. This song is completely wrong. I said, ooh, hot damn. None of the words are right today. The police.
Yeah, the fireman.
The police.
Because it needs to do the beat.
Well, if I did the beat, it'd be doing it right.
Yeah.
And that's no fun. It's not fun to do things right.
You think?
No, I don't like singing songs right. Except for Supersonic, that ass is chronic. Wait, no. Supersonic, that ass is chronic when you're Sonic.
You missed a line.
Damn it.
I don't remember what. I don't remember what you decided it was, so I can't help you.
It's been
Because
so long.
sometimes you would also switch it to Supersonic Sonic Racing.
Supersonic, Sonic Racing, that ass is chronic. Oh, that ass is.
What it is?
Yeah, Supersonic, Sonic Racing, that ass is chronic when you're Sonic. Yes. It is. I wrote it.
You wrote it?
I am the song, actually.
You wrote Supersonic? It's just called Supersonic and I don't know who it's from.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just talked about that, how it's from me.
I'm sure.
No, you just heard me. The original.
Yeah, but I don't trust you.
It's so mean.
Whatever.
You're always mean. Every day of your life. Let me...
Oh, it's still on the devil's.
Yeah, it's still on the devil's number. It's unfortunate. So no one's allowed to watch this. Because if you watch it, it's no longer on the devil's number. But just so you're aware, this is the link to the new video, our most recent video. The Super Smash Bros. Battle Royale. And again, no one's allowed to look at it. No one's allowed to watch it. Because it's at the devil's number. But if you do watch it, let me know what you think of it. Because I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. Can I see how many stream likes we're at? YouTube, please? No? Okay, that's fine.
You don't need to know.
I don't need to know. You're right, YouTube. YouTube knows. It's like, not today. Not no one likes for you today. Because I think we're close to 10. And 10 likes. That's a good number.
My laptop says 8.
8!
But I don't know if it's there. It's like one more than this.
I'm just 2 likes away from 10. 10's like my favorite number. That's a lie.
Sure is.
13's my favorite number.
You stole that from me.
No, I don't know you.
Oh. Get out of my room.
My room.
My room.
My room.
These are me animals.
My room, me animals. Me animals in my room.
Yeah, exactly.
I was mentioning this last time we were hunting ARCEUS. I really like soft resetting hunting. It's not something I could do all the time. It's not something I could do all the time. But it is kind of just really relaxing. It is kind of just really easy. Kind of like not a ton of effort or attention needs to be paid, which is really nice. Hi, God. Hi, God. Also, Striker, unfortunately, your guess of getting it on Encounter 100, not correct. But I appreciate you for trying. I appreciate you for the thought and effort that you put in. Don't you forget that. Don't you forget that, Striker. Outside of ARCEUS, I'm really unsure of what I want to hunt right now. I got nothing in my mind. Maybe we'll do... I've done a good amount of mass outbreak. I do a lot of mass outbreak hunts in my own free time. And Scarlet and Violet just absent-mindedly hunting. Because, like, I have decided that I want to get a complete shiny living dex. Not in any sort of rush or anything, honestly. You know, probably, I think after Gen 10 comes out. During Gen 10, it might be nice to get done. Between Gen 10 and Gen 11 is when I'm thinking would possibly be nice to do it, to finish it. Hi, Roserade. I always forget how much I like Roserade. Roserade, turns out, super cool Pokemon. Didn't know that? Fun fact. That's a rock fact for you.
How dare you.
Speaking of rock facts, me and Ellie recently rewatched Over the Garden Wall last night. And it... Recently last night. I have to put both in there because I said I recently got this. And I also said I recently got the Dark Magician Girl YouTubes.
Last night.
Recently last night, me and Ellie watched through Over the Garden Wall, which I cannot recommend enough. If you have not seen Over the Garden Wall, it is a perfect Halloween season cartoon. There's 10-minute episodes. And so like hour 40 of your time, you'll love it. It's such a good time. It's not really scary in the slightest. It's got like some slightly spooky moments. Very slightly. But it's good vibes. It's good vibes for Halloween times.
Really beautiful Cartoon Network. That's it. Really beautiful Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network, really beautiful. They're really pretty sometimes. Like the C, the N. You ever seen that Cartoon Network N? It's got that them sharp turns. Them sharp lines. They're like 45-degree angles. I don't know if they're actually 45 degrees. That's just a guess. That's my big guess. My big guess of the day. 45-degree angles. But yeah, Over the Garden Wall is really, really cool. It's really, really cool. Highly, 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 highly recommend. Oh, and speaking of cartoons. Next month. I'm eating next month. Everyone's eating next month. Oh my god. Y'all, if you chat, if any of you have not seen Arcane, I genuinely cannot recommend it enough. Arcane is one of the best things I have ever seen. Ever seen. And if you haven't seen it, you really, really need to. Don't listen to Ellie because she has bad opinions. She's nasty.
I don't have that.
Well, you hate Arcane.
Yeah. It makes me sad.
And so you're wrong.
I've seen it like 5 times. How much I hate it.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else like show-wise I'm excited about. Because I think I don't think there's anything else for shows. Like new stuff that's coming out that I care about. I'm like, you know, SpongeBob meme. They're sorting through the files. They're sorting through the files. I got all the little SpongeBobs in my head, sorting through the files in my brain. I'm trying to think of shows I care about. Invincible season 3 is a while out, so you know, that's a wait, which is fine. I don't watch shows. I don't watch TV. No, yeah, no, there's nothing. There's nothing. I need to catch up on Smiling Friends because I haven't seen season 2 yet. But I think that's quite literally... Oh, wait. I need to see... Oh, what is it? Nathan Fielder had a new show come out last year. Or earlier this year. I have no idea what it's called. I have no idea what it's called. But Nathan Fielder had a new show come out earlier this year that I really want to watch because I really am not big on Nathan For You, which is kind of funny. I don't know. Nathan For You just doesn't vibe with me all that well, but like The Rehearsal is one of my favorite pieces of television. I love it so much. It's so good. I can't think of what his new show's called. Doesn't do it for... Don't talk to me. Ha 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 ha. Wednesday and Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson is one of those things I've just never gotten into. Like, I was really, really into reading like YA books when I was a YA. Wild. I know. It's almost like I was the target demographic. No, I was really into reading, like, I was super into Divergent. I was super into Hunger Games. I was super into Maze Runner. There was other ones. I can't remember from when I was...
Fault in Our Stars?
Yes. Gone Green as a whole. I was thinking very dystopic, which Percy Jackson isn't dystopic. But Percy Jackson was just one I never really got into. Nothing against it, I just never got into it. I do hope... Has any of the show come out yet? Because I do hope that the show's a lot better than the movie. Because I know the Percy Jackson movie was really, really bad for people who care about Percy Jackson. There was multiple. I know the movies were really, really bad. For people who cared about Percy Jackson. Like, I know me and Bri have talked about it a couple of times, especially when... Has season 1 of the show come out? I have, like, a massive gap in knowledge when it comes to, like, TV shows. I am terrible. Came out last year. Okay. Season 1 did come out last year. Yeah, I think I was hearing good things about it. I don't know. I'm probably just saying that so I don't feel like super stupid. So we're just gonna like pretend that I remembered that it came out last year and that people thought it was really good. Or people maybe not thought it was really good, but people liked it. We're gonna pretend that I knew that. I remembered that. Ugh. But yeah, no, and for a lot of people like Wednesday too. I have such a hard time watching TV shows, like in general. Just watching stuff. I've been getting better though. This year has been like a massive turnaround for me. So like I said, I watched all of O'Reilly. Watched all of Friday the 13th in like a month and a half. And I got caught up on Invincible Season 2 in like 2 weeks. Invincible Season 2. so good. Invincible Season 2 is so fucking good. Invincible as a whole is so good. It is insanely good. Though, like, one of the things to me, like, personally disturbing things I've seen was in Invincible Season 2. It just, oh, like, makes, my fucking shoulders roll and tense up just thinking about it. Horrifying. Horrifying. Trying to think. I watched a good amount of movies this year. Trying to think of other stuff I watched. Which of course I'm drawing a blank, which makes me feel like I'm lying. But I know I'm not lying. I really want to see The Wild Robot. I'm really excited for that to come to streaming. Because I really want to see The Wild Robot. I've heard such good things about it. And it makes me sad because I really wanted to see it in theaters. Excuse me, but by like the time I had heard about it, like a couple of weeks ago, it was between the period of when I was traveling and like having to get everything prepped for traveling and coming back to Scotland. And like by the time I got here and was able to go see it, it's not in theaters anymore. It makes me super sad because it looks so good and I've heard such good things about it. Actually going to see Joker 2 in a couple of days now, which I'm hoping I like it. I'm hoping I've liked it. I like it. I've heard such bad things. I've heard nothing but bad things. But you know what? I like things I've heard nothing but bad things about. Last of Us 2 and Bioshock 2 are two of my favorite games ever. And I think both of them are damn near perfect. So I disagree with people a lot. So I'm really hoping that Joker 2 is one of those. Because Joker 1 is such a good film. Like, even as someone who has no care in the world about Batman, like, I don't give any shits about Batman. Like, I'm assuming he shits, he's human, and so, like, good for him. But, like, me personally, I couldn't give him my shit if he wasn't shitting. That's how little of a shit I give about Batman's shit. You know? But Joker? Phenomenal. The Batman Arkham games? Pretty damn good. It is bugging me. I need to... No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I was like, I need to get on Twitter to go through my list of media where I'm like, oh, I've seen this, but I don't. I can't remember. Oh well. Life goes on. You're not shiny. God does not like me today. I think God doesn't like me most days, to be fair. I feel like I'm a very blasphemous person. It's the life I lead.
Hey Derek.
Huh.
Google says Wild Robot hasn't come out in the UK.
Oh, it hasn't?
It's coming out in a few days. I didn't think it had been released.
Oh. It came out in the US.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm super down for that because I want to see it in theaters.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it comes out like in a couple days.
I'm assuming you'd be fine seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, animation.
Well, yeah, but, like, do it for me.
No.
I know you hate me too. But for anyone who doesn't hate me, we are currently 1 like away from 10 likes. And you know what happens if we hit 10 likes? I'll tell you when we hit 10 likes, it's a mystery. It's a mystery to everyone. If you're on mobile watching this, which, hello, hi, and it's a short stream, you can double tap that screen. I've been told if you double tap the screen, that something cool will happen. Something mysterious and magical. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I don't know personally. You gotta experiment. Life's all about experimenting and trying new things. You can't just have people tell you everything. You don't get any good experiences that way. Oh! I just remembered. TV Fallout show. Really need to watch the Fallout show. Same with Kunkles. The Kunkle show. Oh my god, I just remember the Sonic movie's coming out this year too. It's coming out in a couple of months. Super fucking excited about that. Really excited about the Sonic movie. A little bit. I'm a little bit of a Sonic slut. Like a little bit though, because I'm not a major Sonic slut. Like there are much bigger Sonic sluts in the world than me. Yeah. But like, Shadow? I'd slut for Shadow. I'd slut for Shadow. Take that however you want. I can't say the way you take it is the right way. It's necessarily the way I meant it. But you can take it however you want. That's your decision as a person with your own individual thoughts. Just kind of reality, honestly. I've been hearing a lot of rumors. It's been a while since I've heard them, but I was hearing a lot of rumors about a Sonic Heroes remake, which I think would be super cool. I think it would be super sick because I liked Sonic Heroes a lot as a kid, and like, you know, as an adult, I haven't replayed it since I was a kid, but I've heard mostly bad things about it. People are like, yo, this doesn't hold up, yo, Sonic Heroes is trash, Sonic Heroes is ass. I'm like, but Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes, they're heroes and they're Sonic, and their ass is chronic when they're Sonic. So like, what else could you want? That's just everything. There's absolutely everything. I like the little twinkle in your eye, God. Though I am like personally like pretty happy. I like it when like releases and stuff slow down, because I'm a person with such like an insane backlog just all the time, and I'm 27 right now. I know that I will never finish my backlog by the day I die. Even if like nothing new ever came out again, I don't think I would finish my backlog by the time I died of stuff I want to intake. Like, me and Ellie were talking about this the other day. There is such an insane rate of media, of like good ass media coming out anymore. Like, it's just impossible to keep up with stuff. Like, even if you negate like wanting to like play stuff that like came out a while ago that you've never played, or like watch stuff that came out a while ago that you never watched, experience things that have been out for a while that you've never experienced, there's such an insane massive backlog of shit across every media that like you just can't keep up. And like with the rate that like new shit comes out, dog, it ain't possible. I am really happy though, because like one of the few good things about my new job that I did have is I had like a couple of hours of free time a night at my new job. I'd work like 10-hour shifts normally, and like the first 2 hours, 3 hours would typically be pretty much downtime. And so I had gotten like really into reading manga again for a bit before I got kind of burnt out, because I was reading 3 hours of manga a day. And I pretty much got fully caught up on JoJo, read through part 7 and part 8, which were both really fucking good. I read through all of My Hero Vigilantes. Read through all of My Hero Vigilantes, which was super good. In a lot of ways, I think I like My Hero Vigilantes more than My Hero, like the base series. Vigilantes is really good. If you've never read it, I highly recommend it. I really do hope that they make an anime adaptation for it at some point, especially with like the My Hero, like the next, I'm fairly certain the next season of My Hero is the final season, covering the end of the war. So I mean, Vigilantes is right there. My Hero hype's still up, and I think Vigilantes would be really good as anime. I think it's really solid story. The only like major complaint I have with Vigilantes is it has a very wet fart of an ending, which to some people, base My Hero did too. I liked My Hero's ending. I didn't love it, but I liked it. It was fine. It could have very much been better, but it was fine. And I've read through all of Hunter x Hunter, which I like Hunter x Hunter. I like Hunter x Hunter. I am not huge on the current arc of Hunter x Hunter. That's most of the thought. I'm not huge on it because, like, I don't know. I don't like the Black Whale. I think the Secession War.
Yeah? Yeah?
No.
No.
I think the Secession War is like not super interesting. I don't find myself like very drawn to any of the children of the king. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, excuse me, Hunter x Hunter's lost the plot a little bit with like the story of Gon finding his father. And that's just not a thing anymore. You know, Gon isn't even in the arc at all. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. But like, it's just, it feels like Togashi's trying to do Death Note just suddenly in the middle of his series with these characters who are just insanely smart just because. Well, they're not even like insanely smart. They're just able to figure out everything with Nen and deduce the abilities because a fucking coin dropped and like, oh, the coin dropped because of this, and then no, this and this, and then rolled to the left, so that means this. And it's like, but you didn't know what Nen or Nen abilities were yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The Chimera Ant arc was sick, though. It was really, really cool. Especially the fight between Netero and Miriam. Sick. Sick. One thing I do really like about Hunter x Hunter, and like it was really prevalent in the Chimera Ant arc, is that like Gon necessarily isn't like... Gon isn't the strongest in the world. He's nowhere near it, right? You know, he's not the one to top everything and beat everything and do this and do that. No, you know. Like, there are other people in the world who have to take on these responsibilities instead of this child. And, like, this child is incredibly strong and incredibly, like, cool, I guess. I don't know. Resilient. Gon is great. But, like, he's not the peak. He's not the peak, you know, and they're not pretending like he's the one that needs to solve everything. And, like, one really interesting thing about the Chimera Ant arc is, like, Gon, who's the main character of the series, and Miriam, who was the main villain of the Chimera Ant arc, they never met each other. They never saw each other. They never crossed paths at all. And I think that's super interesting. Super interesting. Hunter x Hunter, like, the Chimera Ant arc did make Hunter x Hunter, like, it felt like it took on, like, the worst qualities of One Piece. With, like, there's just not consequences. Characters don't die who should have died. Like, Kite somehow surviving. Kite somehow being alive and being perfectly fine. When that was, like, the whole driving force behind everything in the Chimera Ant arc. Or Gon, where he's just like, no, he's cool. He's cool. He's good now. Like, they beat him. You know, his lobotomy was reversed. He's fine. No longer lobotomized. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But overall, I really like Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, I can't believe, like, going back to, like, scheduling stuff, Thursday, there's a new Mario Party. Chat, y'all don't understand. We're talking about sluts. I'm a massive Mario Party slut. I'm a massive Mario Party slut. I've been into Mario Party, like, super big since I was a kid. If you were around when Superstars came out, y'all, I was addicted. I was addicted. Hardcore drugs is what Superstars was for me. Like, straight into my veins. I wanted Superstars all the time. I think I had my level maxed out in that game in like a week. And I have been waiting. I've actually honestly been waiting for DLC for Superstars. I'm very surprised we never got DLC for Superstars. Very wild to me. Like, it seems like Superstars was one they could have, like, done DLC for, like, super easily. Like, give us 3 new maps for 15 bucks. Ate it up. Ate it up. Absolutely. Well, loved it. But no, they just didn't want to. I'm a little nervous for Jamboree, simply because, like, I like Super Mario Party. I like Super Mario Party quite a lot. It just wasn't anywhere near as good as Superstars to me. Superstars is, like, peak. you know, Superstars is my favorite Mario Party game. It feels like a little bit of cheating to put it as number one, seeing as like the best of the Mario Party series. But they just did it so well. They just did it so well. And I mean, to be fair, like take a look at Mario Party the Top 100. I've never personally played it, but like the other game that was essentially supposed to be like the best of Mario Party was awful. People did not like it. You know, it was just here's the top 100 mini games according to Nintendo. Have fun. Oh, but we want the cool boards and stuff to play on. No, you just get a square. The square has squares on it. Play mini game. It's like, but Mario Party mini games are fun. They are. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy myself a good Mario Party mini game. But Mario Party mini games are fun in the context of the boards. You need the board to play the game. I'm just not like super on motion controls. I've never been much of a motion control person. Again, I like Super Mario Party. I played it a couple of weeks ago with some friends, and we had fun. We had fun. We absolutely did. And it'll still be a good time. It'll still be a good time. It's just like me personally, I wanted more of something like Superstars, but I ain't gonna complain about getting a jamboree. You know, get all your friends together, play the music, and have yourself a good old jamboree. Not what I want. It's so wild because I'm not looking at the screen. It'd be so funny if it was shiny and I looked up. It's not gonna be. But if I, fucking with chat. Ah, no, it's not shiny. That would've been wild. That would've been absolutely nutso. You going in there, Stout? Don't look at me. You looking at me?
Nervous.
No, he's such a good boy.
You made him nervous.
Are you such a good boy, Stout? You such a good gamer boy? You such a good gamer boy? Gamer man.
Wants to come help, Shiny.
Now come here. Now come here. Oh, who's your good boy? We got we got big gamer here with us. Everyone say hi to Stout.
He's just peeking over.
Everyone tell Stout how good of a gamer he is. Are you excited? Are you gonna get me the shiny? Gonna give me the shiny since you're here. This is your reset, Stout. I believe in you. If we get the Arceus on your reset, Stout, we name it Stout. The god of everything. The god of everything. That's such a good boy, god. Alright, Stout. Let's see. Let's see. Push the A button. Alright. Let's look. Together. Oh, hello. Oh, who's your good boy? Oh, it's not shiny this time, Stout. But thank you for trying.
That's fun.
Say bye, Stout.
It was cool.
Oh, do you want to do another one, Stout? You want to do another reset? Okay, come here. Stout wants to do another one. Alright, we'll give you another try, Stout. I believe in you. Give me the good luck. Give me the good luck. You got the luck in your heart.
Screen can't see his little front paws, like the way they're just like sitting off of there. He scratches his chest.
He is scratching his belly. What is this one? This is nowhere near his belly. Scratching his rib cage. Stout, did you know it's developed by Ilka? Do you know who Ilka is? No, I don't think you know who Ilka is. Do you know who Game Freak is? Baby boy. Stout, you know I love you so much. Oh, Stout, who's your good boy? You look so sad, but you came over here, you're like, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do another reset, Dad.
You just see his eyes and nothing more.
There we go. Oh. Alright, Stout, who's your good boy? Yeah, it's you. Alright, let's see. Stout, let's look. Is it a shiny? Is it a shiny dad? Thank you. Hopefully the kiss helps. No, it's not shiny, Stout. Well, thank you. Thank you for helping. Oh, no, I need that. No, I need that.
It's for him.
No.
Is that for you, Sam?
No. Reset. Reset. You know, Stout, I know you're a better shiny hunter than me. But you didn't get it this time. Didn't get it this time. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go be comfy. He's like, bye-bye, Dad. Climb. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. Yeah, you're a good lady, Moxie. We have the 2 kids in here who love us.
We love each other too.
I need drink.
Good job.
I got it. Successfully. Dorogion. Dorogion indeed.
You're going to 150.
No.
No?
No, I said probably past 150. I said I think we might get to 150 by the end of the stream, but it hasn't even been 2 hours yet.
I didn't know how long you were planning on streaming.
Like 2 or 3 hours. Working my way towards doing more 3-hour streams.
I might watch my movie just now then.
Because you hate me?
Yeah. I got a big brain block and I've not been able to write.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
That's fair. You've been writing a lot. Writing a book. A novel about your life.
I'll watch my movie. Haha.
Evil.
Not evil.
Evil woman.
You wouldn't.
I don't like a lot of things. I'm a very hateful person.
You hate a cult classic.
I hate cults.
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't hate cults.
No, they're funny.
Cults are funny.
Yeah.
But
Also, cult classic movies are perfect.
I didn't say I dislike cult classic movies. I said I just don't like cults.
I was talking about classic movies though.
I was talking about the evil in the world.
Hmm.
Cults.
Hmm.
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 Let me pull out my inner Minecraft villager. Oh, a little bit of game lag. A little bit of game lag. I still think it is so cool how they did this whole ARCEUS event. Like, they didn't have to. I mean, they should have. You know, BDSP was a major disappointment most of the way around. Give us a little treat, a little treat, a little. Oop, here you go, a little bit of. Here's some shiny god for you. Which I think, hot take. I got the hottest take ever right here. Everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, Derek, how can you have that hot of a take? You're gonna get canceled. Like Twitter's gonna hear about this, and you'll never hear the end of it." I think, building up to it. Wait for it. Pokemon shouldn't be shiny locked. I know. It's a very bold claim. It's a very bold claim of me to make, saying that Pokemon, you know, you should be able to shiny hunt whatever Pokemon you want. And there is no, like, conceivable reason to actively shiny lock any Pokemon.
Especially because they make shinies for them anyway.
Yeah, that's true. They do have the shinies in the file. They just said, no, you can't have them. None for you. Like, you want to have fun and experience our game in the way you want to experience it? You want to get, like, hundreds of extra hours of gameplay out of our game? No. No. Not allowed. Strictly banned. Because I don't think Shaman, Darkrai, or Arceus were available to hunt until the events for this, which crazy. I was seeing something the other day, like Victini, you still can't hunt for. Keldeo, you still can't hunt for. Meloetta, you still can't hunt for. And like, you know, giving out shinies for Pokemon too. Or like giving out shinies and that being the only way you can get them, like the shiny dogs in Sword and Shield. Like, that's so lame. Really, in general, like distributions for Pokemon, for legendaries, so lame. Oh, you can't get shiny Zarude. So I think the only way you can get Zarude was through so if you're ever trying to get Zarude, just remember that. And you'll be able to figure it out from there. If you can't figure out how to get Zarude from there, like honestly, I don't really think I can help you. Like, it's just kind of a comprehension issue on your end. Kind of, work on it. Work on understanding things better. That's all I can say. That's really all I can say. It's kind of on you for not knowing. Hi, ARCEUS. Not shiny. Not shiny. I think for today we're going to be going for about another 25 minutes or so, and around the half-hour mark. It's 8:30 for me.
You menace.
What?
You lied to me.
I said 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 hours. So I started at 6.
Still won't watch my movie.
So you can still watch your movie. Hey, Grill Master, I am still at it. We're at 165 right now. Movies on top of the DS games.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still at it, Grill Master. Still at it. Like I said, I'm personally expecting about 10,000 encounters. Around 10,000 is when I think we'll end up getting it, which will be my longest hunt by a very, very, very large, insanely large volume. But you checked if it's not shiny locked.
To be fair, you're nowhere near odds for it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm cool with yeah, because it's full odds, so it's like 6,000 something, I believe. 1 in 6,000 something. If you're thinking 500, hey dog, I'm cool with 500. It'd be insane, because currently my longest hunt was about 1,200 eggs to get a shiny Fuecoco, which really isn't that bad for that being my longest hunt with how many shinies I do have. But considering in the sense of that being a Masuda hunt, it's 1 in 4,000. Okay, so that'd be double odds. About 2.5 odds. Yeah, my longest hunt so far has been a shiny Fuecoco. I think it was 1,200 something. Masuda-ing, which is wild, because I think Masuda in Scarlet and Violet. Actually, I don't remember. I think it's 1 in 600 or so for Masuda and Scarlet and Violet. Full, or as low as you can get the odds to be. I'm probably wrong, because it's been a very long time since I've looked at that. Been a very long time since I've looked into it, I should say, probably. But, I'm saying I'm cool with it being around 10,000 encounters currently. I'm not even at 200 yet, so I'm sure I can say that, be yeah, no. I'm fine with it not coming until 10,000 encounters. It's not a worry. I ain't stressed. Wait until I'm over 1,000 and I'm just god damn, I want this thing. But I do plan on when I'm starting to get burnt out on the hunt, taking a break from it and going to something else. I think we'll probably do 1 or 2 more streams of this before maybe breaking for a different hunt, just to kind of keep it fresh for me. But unfortunately, I won't be able to have any other BDSP hunts until I finish this hunt, which isn't terrible. I say that like it's a bad thing. I haven't done a BDSP hunt except for this. This is my, or no, like I said, I did a little bit of Briefcase Simulator, when the game had come out. But this is my first like real BDSP hunt, because I am planning on going until, like, I'm not giving up this hunt. The Briefcase hunt is the only one that I've ever given up. And like I plan on going back to it eventually just to say I did it. You know, realistically, like one of the most painful shiny hunts in history, getting the shiny starters in this game. Yeah. You just got God staring you down. Like, child, what is it you ask of me, child? You come up to my platform in my heavens. What do you do? What do you want? Let me stare you down and intimidate you. And like really comparing it to the player model, massive, massive, easily like twice the size of this child. Which, you know, isn't like a big deal, but consider the adults in this game are like the exact same size as the children. At least these children, the child you play as.
Real quick, can you turn the white plug off so I can plug this in? I know. Or you can plug it in for me. I don't like them.
The llama is huge. Dude, big llama. What can you do when you got a big llama? Could you maybe do a favor for me? I would like some water.
Oh, after I sat down.
Hey, no, I just thought about asking you because you asked me for a favor, so like maybe I can ask for a favor in return.
Moxie said no.
Moxie said, no, Mom, you cannot go get water for him.
You plug in a plug for me, I get water.
Yeah, I got 2 cups of water last night.
That's true. And you stole my juice this morning.
You're welcome. Yeah, big llama. I don't really have like any of like the big Funko Pops, but like I really want to get all the Pokemon ones eventually. And like specifically, I think having Arceus as one of like the jumbo Funko Pops would be so cool. Like to just have the Arceus pop, then like other assorted Pokemon pops around it and have just Arceus be so big. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. Thank you so much.
The good thing about it being cold outside is the water's tasty.
Yeah.
Have to climb over the animals again. I know, blame your dad.
You don't know what a Funko Pop is? Oh, I'm jealous. But Funko Pops are like a specific brand of like vinyl collectibles.
I was gonna say, I think they also used to be called pop vinyls.
Really?
That's what we used to call them when I was a teenager.
I am not entirely sure, to be honest.
I made them as pop vinyls for our little bit.
I've always known them as Funko Pops, but it's very likely that they were called that over here. I just don't personally know. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But Funko Pops are like, sort of like collectibles for series on like the cheaper end. They got a very distinct look. Like, I don't have any Pokemon ones here just now, but like, I'll show it off between resets.
They've got dead eyes.
They do got dead eyes, and it really works on some of them. Like this is Eclipse from Security Breach Ruin, like the Funko Pop for it, which I think looks quite good. Some of them do look quite good. If I buy a Funko Pop, it's one that I think looks quite good. I used to be very into collecting them when I was like 18, and just like having I had like a fucking massive collection of Funko Pops, way too many. I was getting a lot of them just because I thought they looked good. Which is still a thing, I still get the ones I think look good, but it's like specifically ones I think look good for stuff I'm into. My very first Pokemon game was Pokemon X and... well, my first Pokemon game that I like properly played was X and Y. I enjoyed like spin-offs when I was younger, like Pokemon Channel was like the first one I really remember playing, and I love Pokemon Channel to this day. But like my first like proper Pokemon game was X and Y when I got into the series. And Legends Arceus is my favorite by a wide margin. And like this is Trafalgar Law from One Piece as a Funko Pop, which is another one I think looks incredibly good. Like I said, they're mostly like a cheaper end collectible, and some of them look like absolute trash, but some of them look really, really good. And I really like the ones that look really, really good. And they got Pokemon ones of them as well. How old are you? I'm 27. I got into Pokemon late. When I was in high school. So
I like to think that you're like 19.
I know, when I say that X and Y were like my first actual Pokemon games, it makes me seem a lot younger than I am.
Especially because my first games were Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Makes me like double your age.
But yeah, I played other ones. Like I think I know I had Hey You Pikachu on N64 as a kid. Yeah, I know I had Hey You Pikachu on N64 when I was a kid, like young, at the point like of childhood where like I didn't really have many games of my own. Like the games I had were like my brother's games really, and I just kind of played them. But I don't think we had the microphone for it, or if we did, I mean, Hey You Pikachu didn't really work all that well with the microphone either way. But fairly certain we had Hey You Pikachu. I remember being really into, yeah, I was really into Pokemon Channel. I loved Pokemon Channel as a kid. I think I got, no, do I not have my Pokemon Channel? Do I not have my Pokemon Channel anymore? I might have sold my complete and box Pokemon Channel. I think I did because I don't see it over on the shelf. Makes me very sad. I love Pokemon Channel. I know it's like one of like the very, very like looked down upon Pokemon spin-offs. I don't care. I love it. And I always will. Black 2 and White 2 are great. They're honestly so good. I think if you're looking at it like objectively, I think Black and White 2 are possibly the best Pokemon games. Are they my personal favorites? No. Are they pretty high up there? Yes. My favorite Pokemon game is Legends Arceus. I love Legends Arceus. I'm putting so many hours into it. I cannot get enough of that game. I am insanely excited for ZA. Yeah. Love Legends Arceus. Love Legends Arceus. If we're not including Legends Arceus, it would probably be X and Y, to be completely honest. Fire Red and Leaf Green are up there too. Because like once I got into Pokemon, dog. I played through, because I got X and Y on my 3DS, and I played through it, and then I started watching like Pokemon creators at the time, and like I found out what a Nuzlocke was, and I started doing like Nuzlocks of X and Y. I restarted my copy of X so many times, just doing Nuzlocke, Wonderlock, this, that, everything else, and like I discovered so many of my favorite Pokemon that way. Like I was doing an all-star run, an all-star lock of maybe that's what it's called, I don't fully remember, but I was doing a Nuzlocke of X where I essentially had 12 Pokemon that were pre-selected at that time. They were like my friends' favorites, right? So like one of my friends really liked Hydreigon, so I had his Dino, his Wireless, etc. And YouTubers I liked, so I had like a Rotom for Game Boy Luke, a Scrafty for Hoodlum's Crafty, you know, a couple of other stuff like that. I don't remember the entirety of the 12 I had, but like I remember there is, I can't remember the name of the town, but in X and Y, the town where you get the flute to wake up Snorlax. No. Yes. I think so. The town where you get the flute to wake up Snorlax, if you head out right to that, there's the Reflection Cave. Right in front of Reflection Cave, there is a double battle with a karate master and a psychic trainer. A karate master and a psychic trainer. It's like a brains and brawn kind of duo. And one of them had a Mr. Mime. And I didn't realize that Mr. Mime was fairy type because I was very new to Pokemon at the time. And I just had no thoughts on Mr. Mime at all. You know, I thought it was just a pure psychic type. And I remember I had my Zweilous out. I don't remember what my Zweilous was out with. by my Zweilous out, I tried to hit Mr. Mime with some dragon move, and it was immune, and then the Mr. Mime one-shot my Zweilous, and I was so upset. And then it, like, I respected the Mr. Mime so much. And now, after all these years, Mr. Mime is my second. It wasn't too much longer after that Mr. Mime became, like, one of my favorite Pokemon. And, like, the more time has gone on, the more I've just loved Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime has been one of my favorite Pokemon for a very long time now, and Mr. Mime is, like, my second favorite Pokemon. I love Mr. Mime so much. I have my Mr. Mime plushes right here. I think I am the world's biggest Mr. Mime fan. I love her so much. She is so good. She is so great. Like, the most overhated Pokemon, the most misunderstood. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at how happy she is. Look at how happy she is. Yeah, it was a tough battle. It was a Machoke and Mr. Mime. Well, yeah. He just likes to help people out. And I got this little one, which is a custom-made knit plushie that I had got for my birthday. Very cute. Very cute. Can't remember who got it for me. Can't remember where it came from.
I'm watching my movie.
No, you're fine. I was just saying I can't remember where that came from.
How dare you talk about me and the things I get you sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you show up to him too?
No, I was just talking about Mr. Mime.
Did you hate who?
I do. My least favorite Pokemon. Haters. Hate him so much. Ugh. Pokemon ended your win streak. I've been meaning to replay through X and Y for a while now. Because the last time I replayed it, I think it was when I was still in my old apartment in Iowa. So it's been like 2.5 years since I played X and Y when I did that scrambled egg lock. I need to replay. I haven't done just like a straight playthrough of X and Y in a while. I mean, any playthrough I do of X and Y can't be straight just based on principle, but I haven't done just like a regular playthrough of X and Y in so long, and I really want to. At the Pokeflute Castle? Ayo. Nice. I still remember, and realistically, because it was my first like Pokemon team, I still remember my team for X and Y. Because I had Greninja, Charizard, I got put on my fingers, Greninja, Charizard, Sylveon, Hydreigon, Jumpluff, God, what was the last Pokemon? Greninja, Charizard, Sylveon, Jumpluff. Oh my god. Hydreigon. What was the last one? Oh, Snorlax. Duh. Yeah, there we go. It was Charizard, Greninja, Snorlax, Sylveon, Jumpluff, Hydreigon. Shiny time. Hey, yo, Cody, my boy. My boy. Let me get that shiny god. You can't do non-Nuzlocke playthroughs anymore. I feel that. I feel that. I haven't done a Nuzlocke in so long now. I do miss doing Nuzlocks. I'm trying to think, what was the last Nuzlocke I did? I don't know. I've been really debating about doing a new Nuzlocke on the channel simply because it's been so long. There's a game that I found, there's a ROM hack I found recently called Emerald Elite Redux. That is absolutely wild. Because the whole thing about Emerald Elite Redux is that every single Pokemon has 4 abilities at once. Excuse me. And so like every Pokemon becomes insanely, absolutely busted, cracked. So like the Mr. Mime isn't having my least favorite. I get that. I get that. See, I had such respect for Mr. Mime. I had such respect. But what you doing a Nuzlocke on, Jeff? Hey, Cody, my boy. It was great to see you. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Yes. Yes. You missed... Oh, Stout. Stout, come here. See, the flight was good. The flight was good. Easily the easiest time I've had a flight coming back. Or just flying in general. Stout, come here.
You're gonna have to come get him. He's comfy.
Stout, come here. Who's a good boy? Your friend wants to see you. Your friend misses you.
Off from a treat, maybe?
Stout, come here. Who's a good boy? Stout, come here. Stout, come here. Gamer boy. Gamer man, come on. Come here, gamer man. Gamer boy, come here. Gamer boy, come here.
Do you want to do more shiny hunting?
I'm gonna have to go get him.
Step, do you want to do shiny hunting? He's just very confused.
He's like, what are you doing, Dad? What's happening here? Become a champion? That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, he's nervous.
Stop, there's someone who wants to see you. Cody misses you. Oh. Say, hey, Cody. Hi, Cody. Hi, Cody. Who's your good boy? Yeah, you were so comfy, weren't you? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
So you can have a treat.
Do you want a treat?
Do you want a treat?
Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Oh, let's get you a treat, buddy.
He's like, how dare you disturb me?
How dare you disturb me? But as long as I'm getting a treat,
He's happy.
he's like, it was worth saying hi to Cody.
Cody, you can't see it, but his tail going.
He's so happy. There you go.
He did more?
You're not getting the other half. I gave you a full one like an hour ago. Oh.
He's heartbroken.
He's like, wait. He's like, there's supposed to be more, Dad.
He's just staring.
I don't want to. Should I disturb Moxie?
She might yell at you, but
She might yell at me.
also she yells a lot.
She does yell a lot. She's got a. We've been showing off Stout a lot. And he's a good one to show off. Hi, lady. Hi, lady. Meow. You're right. Meow. Meow.
Got a lot to say.
Say hi to Cody. Cody misses you.
She's chubby now.
She is very chubby now. Nope. You're done? You're done. That's okay. You don't like being held as much. Ugh.
She's not bad at being held.
No. Especially when I disturb her laying down, all comfy like. She chubby. She chubby.
We're working on it.
Yeah, no, it's I do wish there was a way to just be like, I don't want tutorials, Pokemon. Pokemon, please, no tutorials for me. Haven't decided yet. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, no, the flight back was super easy. Definitely the easiest flight I've ever had. I only had 12 hours of travel time. Compared to like my normal like 24, 30 hours of traveling. Just one layover. Super easy. Super easy. Like nothing at all. And like, I was nervous this time because I typically only bring one suitcase. But this time I brought two with me because like moving out from my mom's, coming here, and so I wanted to get like as much as here possible without having to throw it in storage somewhere in America just because it'd be such a massive inconvenience. But yeah, no, everything went perfectly fine. Like there was literally like the biggest issue I had when flying is when I went to Panda Express. They didn't have the chicken I wanted, and so I had to get orange chicken instead. And so, that being the biggest issue, I could accept that. 1 a.m. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Grill Master. It was good talking with you, good chatting with you. Gonna be streaming Mario Party Jamboree on Thursday, same time. Love to see you there. If not, either way, have a good night. No shiny god for me. I think we'll probably try and go to 200. I know I said we were gonna stop at around this time, but we're so close to 200, and I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes. you know. I was saying I really want to try to get us inching closer and closer to doing 3-hour streams. And like I'm feeling like continuing right now. So we're gonna keep on going. But yeah, there's quite a few for like Pokemon Nuzlocke. I really miss doing Nuzlocke because like I have fun with them. I have fun with them. It's just like one thing like right now where I'm at in my life, I don't really have the time for it. And like we have been like strictly dedicated to like streaming Pokemon stuff again recently. Mostly shiny hunting. But I do kind of want to break out of that. Like I said, I think on Saturday we're probably going to do Sonic Adventure 1. Start that. Just 'cause I've been meaning to replay it for such a long time. Yeah, I've been meaning to replay it for such a long time. Or maybe we could do Sonic Adventure 2. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to do one of them, I think, on Saturday. And now Jim's yelling because he's jealous that the other two are getting shown off and he's not. Okay, you coming in? Come on. Come on. Come on, Jim.
John, people want to see you.
Cody misses you. It's been so long. Oh, that was the magic word. I just had to say Cody missed him. Yeah, that's it. That is what got you to come in.
He will not be happy.
Here. Stretch. Stretch.
He's still mad at Derek, apparently.
He is still mad at me. But he's cool with me just now. Yeah, hello, baby boy. Oh, is this when you've finally forgiven me? Nope. That's so funny. Do you want back out now?
Yeah. He wants in, but he doesn't want door closed.
Do you want back in, Moxie?
Lady. What was it, crate time?
Oh, dude, I am super into the Pokemon leaks. I have been looking at them non-stop. I'm surprised I haven't brought them up yet, to be completely honest. Nah, dude, I've been looking at them non-stop. It is insane. It is insane. Like, realistically, we're facing, like, this is, like, one of the largest leaks of anything ever. It is most certainly, like, the largest leak ever in video game history. Which is... Moxie knocked over the boxy.
I was wondering what the noise was.
No, it's so wild. Like, realistically, between this and, like, the Space World... Not the Space World, but, like, there was, like, another big leak a couple of years ago. Between these two leaks, like, realistically, everything that Game Freak has ever worked on or ever done has been leaked at this point, which is wild. Yeah, it's been kind of dry, like, the past day. But I've been watching them like crazy. I think it's... Yeah, no, I think it's super interesting. Like, Gen 3, it's wild to look at the Gen 3, like, leaks for, like, the concept art and stuff. Because, like, it is straight up just, like, horror. Like, it is straight up, like, horror art for the concepts for Gen 3. Like, Cacturne, horrifying. Metagross, horrifying. And, like, outside of, like, the designs being horrifying, I think the implications of so much of, like, when the Pokemon were designed and, like, placed into the decks and such is really interesting. Like, it's not confirmed or anything, but, like, realistically, in my head at least, like, Beta Grovyle was initially, like, an evolution for Beta Scraggy, which is insane. It's wild. Poor Typhlosion. Dog, that is the one thing that has been, like, massively annoying me out of the leaks, is, like, the whole Game Freak's really putting the freaking Game Freak with these stories. It's, like, basic reading comprehension, please. It is quite literally mimicked off of real-life folklore. Like, I'm not saying this to you directly, but, like, just the whole, like, conversation and, like, the joke and people being like, oh, Game Freak's so disgusting. It is quite literally mimicked off of real life folklore and mythology. And like, I've been seeing more and more lately, and I don't know this for certain because I don't know yokai myths, I don't know Japanese, etc. But like, I've been seeing more and more recently, like that some of the stories are just straight up yokai myths, but the yokai is replaced with a Pokemon, and it's just like the exact same thing. And I don't know, I don't know. Like I feel like it's getting like blown out of proportion, like it's this massive disgusting thing, like they, I don't want to like say the words, but like they're, I don't know, it's super frustrating, it's like this is something like, excuse me, the stories are super interesting, the lore is super interesting, and like it's one of those things where if Pokemon was a real thing, these would be like the myths, these would be the folklore, this would be the mythology, quite like how we have like Greek mythology, yokai mythology, Norse mythology, right? Like Loki fucked a horse in Greek mythology. Loki's Greek, right? I think.
Loki's Norse.
Norse. Loki fucked a horse in Norse mythology. Like, it's just mythology. For me, at least, it doesn't change how I view any of these Pokemon. It's just like, I don't know. They're just stories. None of these stories are graphic or anything. It's like implications from the story. I like it. Like, I genuinely find these lores, like reading the lore and the blurred lines between humans and Pokemon really interesting. I don't know. But yeah, no, the beta version, like the original water starter for Gen 3, super cool. There is one from Gen 3 that was like this like round black ball with like colorful like bows or hair or whatever around its head that I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. This Pokemon is so cool. Oh, Loki a freak. Loki a freak, And like, let's not even mention Zeus, right? Let's not even mention Zeus. But like I think Native American folklore has like a lot of stuff like that too. I don't know it well enough to be like, yes it does, or no it doesn't for certain. But like, from my understanding, I'm fairly certain that Native American folklore. I don't know, it feels, to me, I read it and I look at it, I'm like, okay, this feels like real folklore. This feels like real to life folklore. And like, that's what they were going for. But we do live in the brain rot era now, where reading comprehension is at an all-time low. And anything that's slightly weird, or anything that's like, it's also gross and nasty. It's like, touch grass. But no, I think it's super interesting. Like I said, I've been very much into leaks. I've been like looking at everything for the leaks, like pretty much since it started coming out a couple of days ago. Very much like glued to Twitter, like refreshing like Central leaks and like going through like leaks and stuff. And I think part of the reason why it's been like so frustrating to me is because like I've been scouring to find as much as I can, like all the information I can on like these leaks, and, like the beta builds and everything, because I find it incredibly interesting. And like, when I'm trying to look for this information and find this information, where Twitter is the best place for it right now, like every other post or every other thing on it is like, wow, they really put the freak in Game Freak, huh? And it's like, shut up. Let me pull out my inner Smoss and say, shut up. Oh, Beta Zigzagoon, super cute. I've been wanting more of like the X and Y leaks to come out, because like I was saying not too long ago, like X and Y is when I got into Pokemon. Really love X and Y, and I really want to learn more about X and Y. Excuse me. But like I've been reading that apparently like the X and Y files are encrypted and password protected and such, and like there's been like they've been struggling to break the password protection and the encryption, which makes sense. I am not a fan of the leakers, and I want to make sure I put that out there like very boldly and like very upfrontly. I do not support the leakers. I've heard nothing but bad things about them. They tried holding this leak ransom to Game Freak, which in itself is not great. Apparently they're incredibly bigoted in their servers, which is not great. There was no need to leak the personal information of Game Freak employees, Game Freak contractors. Like, personal information is not something we need in these. I mean, I guess we don't need anything in the leaks, but personal information is not something that should be a part of these leaks. So one thing that does make me very happy though is like seeing like the majority of the response being like not giving them attention. Whenever I see people talk about the leakers or like the leaks that are being done, they're always referred to as anonymous. No one is giving them any credit. I'm like, yes, yes, we like that. I like that. But yeah, no, it's wild. Like, it is, yeah, it's insane because like realistically at this point, I already said that, but I'll say it again. At this point, like including the like big leak, the Giga leak a couple of years ago, like everything Game Freak has done has been leaked at this point. I'm really sad because like there was, I don't know like the exact like details or names or anything of it, but they were working on like some toy fighting game, kind of, not fighting game, like Pokemon fights, like an art, like toy fighting thing that was like Pokemon for the DS. That looks super cool, and looks like they have like super cool designs for. That's just like was completely scrapped, and like everything I've seen for it, I'm just like, yo, I would have loved this game. I would have really, really liked this game. This game would have been so good. This game would have been so much fun. Seems very up my alley, but doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. I'll never be able to get to it. I'll never be able to do it. Yo, we've hit 10 likes on stream. Thank you everybody so much. If you're wondering, I told you something would happen at 10 likes, but I wasn't going to say what it was. I couldn't say what it was. I'll tell you now. What it is thank you. Thank you so much for getting us to 10 likes. I really appreciate it. Quite a lot. It's not a super common thing for us anymore, and hopefully it becomes more and more of a common thing for us as pushing content more and more videos, more shorts, more streams. Really hoping that becomes a more consistent thing like it used to be. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone being here, enjoying it, chilling out, relaxing, hanging out, and talking with me. I enjoy streaming quite a lot, and the support is what makes it the most enjoyable thing. I really do appreciate it. But like I said, we're going to be going to 200 today, 200 encounters, and again, as I mentioned earlier, when we are doing our ARCEUS hunts, any new member will do an extra 5 encounters for. So if you'd like to see us extend the stream, become a member. It's a good time to become a member. We got, again, the most benefits to being a member in a while right now with having new videos coming out. Get the new videos early. As soon as the videos are done and they're getting to me, they get put up for members. So, if you want to see it, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, and I'd appreciate it. We're also 1 member away from getting new emotes. Or we get a new emote slot. But, just but. Big butts. And I cannot lie. I don't know what about big butts, but, sometimes they're there. Sometimes they're there. Well, what are you going to do about it? It is crazy, because I think the first time we did this, we got about 80 encounters. So today we did like 120 or so, which is wild. It's wildly good. It's wildly good. You're not shiny. You're not a shiny boy. And again, just a reminder, our next stream will be on Thursday. We'll be doing Super Mario Party Jamboree, 6 p.m. GMT, same time, start time as today. That'll typically be our starting time for streams. Typically. Like I said, as we get more and more into doing like 3 hours is my goal. I want to start like having streams typically be about 3 hours. I might end up pushing them to start around like 5 p.m. GMT, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, it's just about the vibes and enjoying myself. Gotta get that game, Mario Party Jamboree. Yo, dog, let me know. Let me know. You know, I am obsessed. I am a Mario Party slut. I will happily play any day, anytime, all the time. Love Mario Party. I'm so excited about it. Gonna be playing with viewers on Thursday. I'm assuming we're playing with viewers because me and Kevin are gonna be playing on Wednesday. Not Wednesday, Thursday. I know my days of the week. I'm very good at my days of the week. But yeah, no, dude, how are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a bit. It's been a bit. And I don't want to just talk about myself and be like, yeah, no, I'm the shit. I'm the hot news. Okay, I thought there was some knocking. I thought there was some knocking. Oh, yo, Cody. If you haven't been chilling really, hey, yo, that's what I like to hear. That's been me. Big vibes lately. Big vibes lately is mostly chill time. Just enjoying being alive. I don't know if you were on, like, the Silent Hill 2 remake train, if you were hyped about it. Dude, it's so good. Dude, it's so good. Me and Ellie are possibly playing more tonight. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see how we're feeling. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Was kind of uncertain with Bloober team working on it. The only thing I really played by them was the original Layers of Fear, which I thought was fine. Silent Hill 2 remake, they knocked it out of the park. It is really unfortunate though, because it crashed on us when we were playing it last and we lost like an hour of progress. But you know, that's life sometimes. That's life sometimes. What are you gonna do? Games crash. Space Marine 2. I've heard a lot of good things about Space Marine 2. Are you getting miniatures? Are you a miniature man now? Painting? Warhammer's been one of those things I've never personally got into, but I got massive respect for. Ooh, sick. You should send me a picture. Oh, Cody, I forgot I'm mad at you. I'm so mad at you, Cody. I can't even talk to you. You know, when me and Garrett were hanging out and you're going to the Ren Fair, meant to send us your costume. For the day, and I never got to see you. I never got to see you all dressed up for the Ren Fair. Very sad. Very sad to this day. I've been crying every night. I haven't been able to sleep. At night because I've been so sad. I think you sent it to Garrett specifically. Maybe you did send it and I forgot. Not that I would ever forget anything. I love how the ring light reflects off my glasses. Gives me some extra pupils. You know, it puts me from a 4 eyes to a 6 eyes. He did show it to me, to be fair. He did show it to me. See, I'm not actually all that... I'm not really mad. I'm teasing you mostly. Mostly teasing you. That was the goal, at least. I do enjoy teasing sometimes. I am a teaser. Bit of a teaser. Good, no shiny god there. But he did show it to me, yeah. He looked very handsome. Oh, wait, shit. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I have been playing with... Y'all see those like diamond painting kit things where you just kind of put the diamonds on the kit? Ellie's been working on Animal Crossing 1 for a very extended period of time, and there's just one little, you can't even see it, it's so small, it's so tiny. That little thing in my fingers. Just been fiddling with it like the entire stream. Because did you know, your boy has that hot ADHD. I got that hot buzz brain. My brain, it's always gotta be going. Need something to fiddle with. If I ain't fiddling, it ain't working. It ain't going anywhere. Nothing's happening if it ain't Finland. It ain't Finland? Maybe it is Finland. What about Finland? Nah, not you. Not that god. Alright. We're on the home stretch for today. The home stretch, baby. Let's keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on pushing. I still need to make my thumbnail for the Mario Party stream. But, like, kind of don't feel like it right now. Kind of think I'll probably just vibe. Might just vibe for a bit after stream. Might just be like, oh, I've done good stuff today. We'll see, because I do want to schedule the stream. I mean, maybe I don't have to make, like, an insane thumbnail. I don't think I'm going to make, like, an insane thumbnail. Actually, maybe I know exactly what I'm going to do for a thumbnail. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Keep it simple and easy. Simple and easy. Ugh. Bunch of cracks. A bunch of crack in my toes. Alright, 3 more. 3 more. Y'all think we're going to get it today? Think we're going to get our shiny Arceus in the last 3 encounters? Personally, I'd say no. I don't think we're getting it today. It'd be pretty crazy if we did, though. It'd be pretty crazy if we did, though. We got this. Hey, we got this. We got this. Alright. Quenching chart. Okay. This is really such like a pretty scene, which is wild for it being BDSP. Like the sunset behind Arceus, like the camera cuts panning out to the sky of stars. It is kind of embarrassing how like pixely the stars are, but this entire encounter is damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. Wait, no. Yeah, 2 more. 2 more. 1 more after this. I was gonna say so hungry. I am pretty hungry. I am pretty hungry. Slightly hungry. Mostly hungry. The Risk of Rain music pumping me up. It's pumping me up, not putting me to sleep. No, not at all. Don't look at the pitch black sky behind me has not laid it all, Derek. You are not tired. No sleepy. Rah, rah, rah. Get the shiny. Rah, rah, rah. Get the shiny. Rah, rah, rah. Shiny Arceus. Okay, it's not shiny. Alright, this is the last one, chat. This is the last one. That's what we got right here. Rub them hands together. Plot and scheme. Plot and scheme. Alright. Alright. Plot and scheme. Okay, yeah. I believe in you, God. God, I believe you can be a different color for me. You can be a sickly piss yellow. A muted piss yellow for me. just for me. Okay, well, you can be a muted piss yellow for other people who are shiny hunting you. But this is your last chance for today. Indeed, your last chance for today. Stare me down. Guion to you too. No shiny today. Oh, excuse me. That's okay. Excuse me. That's okay. We are 0.2%. We're 0.2% to the 10,000 I think we'll have for encounters.
I'm so tired.
I think we should go on a nice and powerful raid to Miss Carly May. Very, very nice. Very, very good. God has abandoned us. God is not piss yellow today. But let's hit Miss Carly May with a nice and powerful raid from the Duck Pirates. Nice and powerful Duck Derek raid. She is shiny hunting, doing soft resets for Obstagoon in Pokemon Sword, I believe. But yeah, I hope you all had a good time today. I had a good time. It's very nice to be back to streaming. Like I said, very excited for Mario Party Jamboree on Thursday. 6 p.m. GMT for a start time. So if you'd like to play with us, I would love to play with you. I'm very excited for it. And yeah, thank you everyone so much for hanging out today. It's been nice talking with all of you. Thank you for the 10 likes. And yeah, bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.